Video. I was meant to go to the Gallifrey convention in Los Angeles and I couldn't go. So I did a short, so Sean, who runs it, said, could you just send a message, saying you're sorry you can't be there because I got a part in a musical. So I did this short video and it turned into quite a funny little video about apologising for not being there, and it turned out I managed to get my future son-in-law in this as well, as well as various other people. And then when I went to Gallifrey the following year, I did another video. So I was kind of excited by doing these little things. And then when I did a convention about 2 years ago, I can't even remember where it was now, but I was asked, as we were asked all the time at that point, are you going to be in the 50th anniversary special? And without thinking, I said, well, if I'm not, I'm damn well going to make my own. Now, I didn't think too much about this until I went to another convention about a month later, and someone got up and said, oh, apparently, if you're not in the 50th anniversary special, you're going to make your own, is that right? And I realized at that point that I was going to have to make my own. And I had an idea in my head, and it kind of grew and grew, and then I realized that rather than just have me trying to get into the 50th anniversary special, it'd be much better if it was Colin and Sylvester as well, and indeed Paul. So I got in touch with all of them and said, would you, help me out with this thing? And they all were very happily went along with it. I don't think it was, at that point, that high on their priority, because they were just sort of saying, oh, well, Peter wants to do this thing, we'll help him out. So we had a script, and then it got longer and longer, and then one day Sylvester came back to me and said, Peter, I still want to help you with the video if I can, but it's difficult because I'm filming The Hobbit in New Zealand. So I thought, hang on. So I thought, well, I'll write a little scene, just for the hell of it, with Peter Jackson in it. And then I thought, I'll send it to him to see what he says. It didn't have to have Peter Jackson in it. It could have just been someone in the back of someone's head going, where is he? Or whatever. But I sent it to Peter Jackson, and he sent an email back pretty much straight away and said, yes, I'd be very happy to be in it, and I'll even get Ian McKellen in it too. And then by this time the thing was getting a bit big, so I got, sorry, stop me if I'm boring you.
No!
So then by this time it was getting too much for me, so I got Georgia, my daughter, on board as producer, and she was very, very good. And she rang me up one day and she said, I just read something in the paper that John Barrowman's not very unhappy or very upset that he's not in the 50th anniversary special. So I thought, aha. And it just went on like that, and it just got longer and longer. Well, not longer and longer, not too long, I don't think, but it just got more and more sort of, complex, and people had, suggested bits, and if they worked, I put them in. And then we embarked on the filming process, which proved quite difficult because of everyone's availability. It was very difficult to get, we wanted Matt in it, and we wanted David in it, and we wanted Jenna in it. And also we were trying to juggle Colin and Sylvester and Paul, because this was the 50th anniversary year, and they were off, heaven knows where. And so we managed to set up certain days, but it was getting very difficult. Paul, I would love to have been in it more, but he, as it's in the script, sent me an email saying, I'm sorry, I've got a job in Ireland. So he wasn't there for some of it, so I thought, well, I'll just make a joke of the fact that Paul's always got a job, he's always filming. But then I think what happened, and this was what was really nice about it, was as the time went on, both Colin and Sylvester kind of ramped it up in the importance in that they saw it. So in other words, from being quite low priority, it suddenly began. They suddenly thought, oh, this is really a good thing to be doing. And I'm really not saying this. This is honestly the truth. I know it's going to sound like I'm just calling up your bottoms, but I'm not really. The line where we put in, and it was we said it's a joke in there when they said to me, why are we doing this? And I say, well, for the fans, and we'll go, for the fans. But actually, it kind of was. Because, you know, and I think the reason that, and I'm very happy that an enormous number of people liked it, far more than I ever thought would. But the reality of it was, we made it for the people who wanted to see us in the 50th anniversary and weren't going to do it.
I don't want to hog it, but I just want to say that from my perspective, and it sounds like a lot, it completed the circle in the 50th anniversary. I mean, I love The Day of the Doctor, but by having that, it felt like you'd acknowledged all 50 years, all the different people, all inclusive. It's amazing the amount of cameos in there, and it truly was the perfect companion to the big thing, and I'm so grateful that you did it.
No, thank you very much. And thank you for